Hello again, One Church. It's the third week of Lent now, and so we're going to just look very briefly today at the third saying of Jesus on the cross that we see recorded in John's Gospel. And Jesus says, "Woman, behold thy son." You know, John records for us that Mary, the mother of Jesus, was there at the crucifixion. What an awful experience for her as a mother to see her son on the cross. And I wonder, as she stood there in anguish and distress, whether she remembered back to when she had taken Jesus as a baby to the temple and when Simeon had prophesied and said to her, "And a sword will pierce your own soul too." So here we've got Mary brokenhearted. It's recorded that there are some other female friends there with her. And Jesus, despite his own agony and anguish, sees his mother. And we believe that the only male disciple of Jesus at the cross was John. And Jesus sees John. And it's at that point we hear this third saying of Jesus on the cross. You know, it amazes me that despite all of Jesus' suffering, he still has time for individuals, for the one. And this saying is like the second one, it's personal. Here it's even intimate. Jesus would have known only too well his responsibility as the oldest son for his widowed mother. And he obviously takes that responsibility seriously. And here remembers that and asks John to take over that responsibility. In his agony, near to death, he has compassion for one. You know, he could have been consumed by his own situation, his own anguish, his own pain, his own approaching death, and yet he had compassion for the one. So as we continue to go after the ones in our life, can we love them, those in our family, particularly the one we're going after? And I want to encourage you this week that despite your circumstances, because of Jesus' sacrifice on the cross, because of his love, we can ask Holy Spirit to help us to move our focus from our own pain and our own suffering, our own circumstance, and to compassion for those that we are going after. See you next week for another Lent saying.